Okay, please tell me, okay, if the ceremony ready. This is the orientation ceremony for new students of academic year 2022 of 2565 for MA English International Programs. Now, Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University. Now, according to the program or the schedule that I already informed you all now, it's really interesting program. This is just only once a year, okay? This program just only once a year that you have a chance now, you have opportunity to join the programs. If Malaysia, Malaysia,
already come.
Already, right?
Yes,
Okay.
already come.
The most Venerable Professor Dr. Dhamvajrabundit, most Venerable monks, all the lecturers and students. I'm Associate Professor Dr. Samran Kansamlong. I'm very glad to be the MC today. So this is our auspicious time to start our program for orientation ceremony. I would like to invite the most Venerable Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit, Rectors of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, to preside, paying homage to the Triple. Please. May I invite Assistant Professor Dr. Veerakarn Kanokkamalade to give a report to the rectors. Please.
May I pay respect to the most venerable Professor Dr. Dhamvajrabundit, Rector of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University. I am Assistant Professor Dr. Veerakarn Kanokkamalade, Director of Master of Arts in English, International Program, Department of Foreign Languages, Faculty of Humanities. I am pleased very much that the most venerable Professor Dr. Dhamvajrabundit, Rector of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, has come to preside over the orientation ceremony. This Master of Arts in English International Program has been established in the year 2013, and the first semester started in November 2013 with a number of 22 students. Since then, the number of students applying for this program has increased every year. In last June of the year 2022, there were 65 applicants seeking admission to this MA program, but just only 45 applicants could pass the entrance examination. Today's orientation ceremony has the objective as follows. New students have an opportunity to meet lecturers and receive a preaching address from executive of the university. New students have an opportunity to get to know their senior students. And this activity will enable students understand the rules and regulations, including the educational system of the university. And activity will urge junior and senior students to behave themselves appropriately during their study at the university, as well as finishing their education within the year as designated. Now it is an opportune time for me to invite the most venerable Professor Dr. Dhamvajrabundit, Rector of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, to open the orientation ceremony and deliver a preaching speech for all students, please.
Director.
Okay, before we will have the listens and the most valuable Professor Doctor, there will be a ceremony that students both taking the ceremonies now. So we'd like to invite the Verakarn as the master degree student in English International Program to be a representative in leading to say and oath taking as a students.
May I pay highly respect to the most venerable Professor Dr. of Dhamvajrabundit University. I am Thirapit Intamayo, a master degree student in English International Program, to be a representative in leading to say and oath taking as a student. May I request all students in this conference room to be calm in mind and put your palm or your hand together in front of your chest. In order to enter secret ceremony, there is the oath-taking ceremony as a student. Okay, please everyone say after me in Pali. Han Tamaya Puttasa Bhagavato Pupapa Kanama Karang Karoma Se Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa สัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวันโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะอาจาริโยเมพันเตโหเหอายะสมันโตนิสายะวะชามิอาจาริโยเมพันเตโหเหอายะสมันโตนิสายะวะชามิอาจาริโยเมพันเตโหเหอายะสมันโตนิสายะวะชามิอาชัตตะอาชัตตะเคธานิอาจาริโยไมหังพาโรอาหาปิอาจาริยสัพพาโรอัญชัตตะเคธานิอาจาริโยไมหังพาโรอาหังปิอาจาริยสัพพาโรอาชัตตะเคธานิอาจาริโยไมหังพาโรอาหังปิอริยอาจาริยสัพพาโร
ปฏิรูปัง
สันทุพันเต
โอปายิกัง
สันทุพันเต
ปาสาธิเตนะสัมปาเทธา
สาธุ Okay, all students, turn on your microphone. Now we are going to say in English after me. I am, and then say your name. พระธีรพิษจินตามโย a student of master degree in English,
student of master degree in English,
international program, Department of Foreign Languages,
Department of Foreign Languages,
Faculty of Humanities,
Faculty of Humanity,
Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University.
Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University.
I fully make a vow and take an oath as a student by saying the truth that I humbly surrender myself to be under the supervision of the most venerable and lecturers. I will intend to study with my full effort, obey the lecturers, and follow the rules and regulations of university. I will dedicate myself. I work for the common interest. I will respect and exalt lecturers and uphold the dignity of the university.
Thank you very much. Now, to repeat as the student representative, okay, to lead your friends for student vote taking ceremonies. All the professors now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the auspicious time. I'd like to invite the most venerable Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit, President of the ceremonies, opens the project and delivers a speech on the topic of importance of English in disseminating Buddhism. Please.
Director of MA programs in English, Assistant Professor Dr. Veerakarn Kanokkamalade, all the lecturers of this MA programs in English, and the staffs. Good afternoon, all the students who come to participate in this orientation ceremonies this afternoon. And also the general people who are watching this activity via application Zoom and all the channels of MCU TV. Today it is a special time for all the students getting opportunity to participate in the auspicious ceremony organized by Director and his staffs to provide the platform for all the students to come together and share ideas with each other, and also listen to the suggestions, ideas delivered by the lecturers and the staffs of this program. I declare open the orientation ceremony. And in the beginning, I'd like to give so much thanks to all the staffs of this program, led by Assistant Professor Dr. Veerakarn Kanokkamalade. Who has the good intention to provide the subjects, lecturers, and organize academic activity for the students, mostly the foreign students. And also I'd like to give spiritual support to all the students who got registrations as the student of these programs, covering senior and juniors. I hope all the students will be successful in the studies, complete the studies and have got the degree, and after that go to your own place and work for your community, your country, your organization successful. The purpose of providing MA degree program in English MCU administrators have the high purposes to equip monks and laymen in Southeast Asian countries. With the body of knowledge in academic subjects and also with the English language. To disseminate Buddhism to the people all over the world. As we have seen already previously, we provide equipped the students, the graduates with the knowledge of Buddhism, and we are assured that all the graduates, especially the graduates majoring in Buddhist studies and related subjects, qualify enough to propagate Buddhism. But the scope of working very narrow. They cannot work as the propagator of Buddhism across the body, across the borders of the country. They can work only in their own countries because of lacking of English proficiency. So for many years back, MCU, led by the Faculty of Humanities, prepare these programs, both MBA and MA degree program in English, to accomplish and reach to these purposes. And from the past up to the present, I am sure, and you also are sure, that we have success more than 50% of the levels we hope to get. Today also, it is the beginning of the semester 2022. Very good opportunity for all the students. We come to the class again. I have given the policy clear-cutly already. The Faculty of Humanity should give help to the students who are studying in foreign country, especially neighboring country, to make them to be able to enter here, Thailand, and study here in the headquarters MCU Wang Noi, and in the campuses, MCU campuses all over the countries. I don't like you to study online because as we have known and seen already, the effectives, the success of the studies by online is not complete. We can get the knowledge of the subjects, I think 50% only. Especially the organizational culture, the spiritual relation with the teachers, lecturers, and the friendship with the classmate are lacking because of online teaching. So, the staff of this program should try hard together to bring the students, especially the students in foreign countries, to come to Thailand and study here. Regarding the topic given by the directors, I like to give my idea a little bit regarding the topics. Importance of English in disseminating Buddhism. English and Dhamma disseminated. Here MCU nowadays I have given to emphasis on the activity of disseminating Buddhism, starting from October 2021 up to the present. Especially by online, by all the channels of MCU TV. Because the main duties, the main tasks of the educational institution, university, who belong to the group of social and humanity affairs, is to create the contents. We should play the key role as the content creators. Content creators only is our main work. So somehow, someone, anytime, anywhere, our job is to create the contents and to disseminate the content which we have created to the public, to be the guideline for the people, for their daily routine. Today also, I inform the staff of MCU TV to connect the network and online to the public. So apart from application Zoom conference here, the people, the students, can participate in this program by MCU, all the channels of MCU TV. So we can see that the duties of the monks is to create the contents, the Dhamma explanations, and disseminate, send out to the public. As you have seen on the screen here. The strength of Buddhism can be because of disseminating, propagation, give the idea, the explanation of the Dhamma or Dhamma talk to the public only. And also the people can see the importance of Buddhism and the status of the monks. Because of doing the job, because they're doing the jobs, the job of preaching the people, to be the spiritual friends, to give the good advice to the people when they are facing the hardships in their daily routine. This is the emphasis of MCU from the past up to the present. You can say, to do the job of disseminating Buddhism, we have the various ways. By publishing the books, by delivering the speech, by doing our jobs, and by presenting ourselves, the good manner of ourselves to the public, even though we never deliver, never give the lecturers, but we present, express ourselves in the good manner. This is the way of propagation of Buddhism also. You can see on the screen our DP like this. So come to the idea of the topics. Before giving the idea regarding the importance of Buddhism and disseminating Buddhism, I'd like to talk about a little bit regarding interaction between language and culture, importance of language. Language is the most important tool for doing everything. We like to make a friend with other people without saying some words. Very difficult for us to make a friend. We like to make a relation, political relation, religious relation, cultural relation with other people, other countries, with our language, especially the language in the sentence, in words, very hard for us also to be successful in this matter. So language is the important symbolic to show our intention, our disposition, our like or dislikes to the public, to express or present our ideas, thoughts to the public with our language. We can do nothing. We can say that language is everything in our lives. Lives can go on depending the language and communications. We can be successful in everything when we have high communication skills. One of the most important factors of leadership is communication skills. Without communication skills, we cannot have leadership. And also communication skills without language cannot be successful, cannot happen also. So you can see the importance of language as a whole like this. Regarding propagating Buddhism or disseminating Buddhism, I like to show the priorities, qualifications of the Dhamma disseminators or Dhammajuta in the period of the Lord Buddha. The Buddha worked in the community of many religious leaders in those days. There are many teachers in the period of the Lord Buddha. So, to be successful in propagation of Buddhism, monks or sometimes laymen, the Buddhist monk, the Buddhist, they are Buddhist. They like to work of propagating of Buddhism. They have to equip themselves with at least with the qualification of the Dhamma dissemination, the 4 kinds of qualifications. The Buddha also equipped the monks, the laymen, with this qualification. These are most important qualifications, very necessary for the monks and laymen who want to propagate Buddhism. In Pali language, we say that Patisampitha. Only being the worthy one or Arahant is not enough. to teach the people. They have to equip themselves with this qualification at the same time. The first one is penetrating knowledge of meaning, penetrating knowledge of the doctrines, penetrating knowledge of language, penetrating knowledge of sagacity. Attha Patisampita in Pali language. Dhamma Patisampita in Pali language. Nirutti Patisampita in Pali language. And Patithana Patisampita in Pali language. It means that the monks, the layman, have to learn, have to study the doctrine or the Dhamma, Vinaya, so much so that they understand clearly all the aspects of the Dhamma and Vinaya. Apart from understanding clearly the Dhamma, they have to be able to explain and extend the scope of idea of those Dhamma. That means the penetrating knowledge of meaning. To make a preside of the words. To divide the main technical term into various aspects. To systematize the explanation of the Dhamma in systematic aspect. And also apart from this knowledge, monks, laymen have to study so much so that the language, so they must be able to speak, to follow the meaning of other language when other people speak to them. Sometimes they go to other stage in those days. The people in those states speak other language. Monks, laymen have to know the meaning of those languages also. So not only one language in those days. They have to learn, study, and able to speak, to listen other languages also. This penetrating knowledge of languages. Sometimes they have to give the talk, the Dhamma talk, to the people who are experts or the philosophers. So monks have to be able to make a debate with those people also. So they have to get the penetrating knowledge of sagacity. Of these four, you can see number 3, penetrating knowledge of languages. So you can see that in the time of the Lord Buddha, monks who want to disseminate Buddhism, they need this penetrating knowledge of languages. So come to the present situation. From the first sayings of the Buddha at the deer park, go ye forth, O bhikkhus, on your journey for the welfare of the many, for the happiness of the many, out of compassion for the world, for the good, the benefits, the bliss of God and men. It means that we need to go to every corner of the world for the welfare, the happiness, the benefits of the people all over the world. Especially nowadays, we inherited of the Buddha's dispositions, the Buddha policies to go to other countries and teach the people in those countries. To do like this, to do this job, to able to do this job, very important for us to know the English language. See on the screen. If we know English, we can communicate with other people by English language. It's very convenient for us and effectively also. And we will be the Dhamma disseminator who are qualified, high qualified to do the job. And say the country where English is used as a first and official language. The green color, dark green, and also the light green color, the country where English is used as a little lingua franca or official language. But as a whole, even though they are out of these countries, but I think more than 50% of the people in all the countries can speak English and can follow English language. So if we know the English language, we can express, present our ideas regarding Buddhism inside us to the people, to the public. Especially nowadays, take for example online, more than 50% of the academic concepts, academic ideas online, more than 50% in English. Even though sometimes we cannot go to those countries, but if we have English proficiency, we can give our idea and upload online. We can deliver the speech via application Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, online. So we give the speech here alone. But in reality, it's not alone. There are many people, there may be 100, 1,000, 20,000 are listening our speech. Regarding Buddhism also, not only Buddhists who are interested in Dhamma explanations. The scholars belong to other religions. The scholar belong to no religions. The scholar in all universities, I think more than 50%, they like to study Buddhism. But the problem for them nowadays, to get the books in English, very difficult for them. In the country where English language is used as a first and official language, the book on Buddhism not available. But in the country where English is not used as a first and official language, there are many books books on Buddhism, and there are in other language, not English language. So very hard for them to get the books in English on Buddhist book in English. So you can see, if we are able to speak in English, to follow English, to write in English on the topics of Buddhism, really helpful for us. And we can disseminate Buddhism in all communities, not only Buddhist communities, other community belong to other religion. If we can do this job effectively, all the people all over the world not only belong to Buddhism can pick up the Buddhist ideas to be applied for their daily routine. I am sure that the people belong to any religion, the rich people, the poor people, belong to any nation, belong to any religion. Finally, sometime, and finally, they are suffered. They are alive, they are suffered, alive. When they are facing the problems, the suffers, sometimes to pick up the idea or concepts of the religion which they belong to. it cannot help. How can they do when they pick up the doctrines of their own religion? But it cannot help. It does not work. How can they do? I think more than 50% they look at Buddhist ideas. So, if we deliver, giving speech, write the books in English, online, in the draft paper, and can be available everywhere, it will be helpful for the people all over the world. So today is the beginning, starting day of semester 2022 of the students who have got registration as students of MA degree in English international programs. We come together and learn, study, give lectures to equip ourselves with English proficiency to do the job effectively. The job of disseminating Buddhism effectively and in the wider scopes all over the country. Finally, I like to give so much thanks all the staffs of these programs and give admiration, rejoicing admiration to all the students who come to study this program. Finally, Ratanataya Nupavina Ratanataya Dekasa Samputta Nupavina Sampatama Nupavina Sampasankha Nupavina Satha Soti Pawan Tukwo.
Sadhu. On behalf of MA English International Program staff, lecturers, students, we would like to thank you very much. The most valuable Prof. Dhamvajrabundit, the Rector of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University. And I'd like to I'd like to summarize about his very beneficial and very valuable the speech today. The most venerable of our Rector, he kindly introduced us, to take advantage of the curriculums. As we know that our university is unique. You study the major subjects and you also study Buddhism. You can disseminate Buddhism by using the Buddhism and language effectively. Especially the most valuable, the Rector just focus on the social media. We can use the social media effectively at the present time. So we can use the language and cultures now. And the most important thing that our Rectors introduce us now about the analytic insight or Patisampita. So I believe that the student who study at the Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, you will gain some Patisampita for penetrating knowledge of meanings, doctrines, language, sagacity. That's very, very useful for our time today. So thank you very much. again, the most Venerables, Dhamvajrabundit. And I'd like also to thank MCU TV, okay, MCU TV to share our ceremony, orientation ceremony, especially for the importance of very interesting speech today. Okay, before we will continue to the next sessions, actually we have to MC. I'd like to pass on my duty to Assistant Professor Dr. Visutthichai Chayasit to run on the program. Okay, please, Assistant Professor Dr. Visutthichai.
May I pay respect to the most venerable Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit, Rector of Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University, and venerable monks and novices. Good afternoon, diligent and respected faculty members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to meet you all. My name is Assistant Professor Dr. Visutthichai Chayasit. Very glad to be the MC after Associate Professor Dr. Phranakon. Thanks very much. So right now, we come to the next part and very crucial part as well. So I would like to give the brief introduction to our most venerable Associate Professor Dr. Dhamvajrabundit, so Dean of Graduate School. Usually, the most venerable also is our alumni because he graduated from our English major, and then for his BA, and after that he graduated his MA in Buddhist study from Asst University, and after that he also graduated in Buddhist study from our university once again in Buddhist study. So right now he is the Dean of Graduate School. So I would like to invite our most venerable Associate Professor Dr. Dhamvajrabundit, Dean of Graduate School, to deliver his speech on ways of success in learning master degree. Please, Venerable.
Venerable Phra Siddhivani, Dean of Faculty of Humanities, on MCU Executive, Faculty Member, Officer, and Venerable monks and lay students. Today I am very honored. I feel very honored to be invited to deliver a lecture on the way of success in learning master degree. At first, let me say congratulations to all of you and very warm welcome to the umbrella of MCU. You are the one who qualify. You are selected from the examination committee to be MCU student in English program. So let me say congratulations to all of you and welcome to MCU. Now, all of you are the student of MCU already. So my topic today is very challenging the way of success in learning master degree. I think the one who decided this topic want me to say something about how to learn, how to study this program, how to complete the master degree in English. So I think today is the orientation ceremony. You know already, the orientation ceremony. So at first, let me talk something a little bit about why we organize the orientation ceremony. Why we organize orientation ceremony? Because you are new student. You are new student, come from different background, like an educational background, cultural background, and from a different country. So we come here. It's like we are in the same boat, sailing to the goal, the final goal. So we should know what. So at first, at the outset, we should know what we should know, what should be done, and what should not be done. You are in the same boat. The captain, like Assistant Professor Dr. Veerakarn, Kanokkamalade, he is director of the master degree program in English. And on the lecturer who is responsible to this program. They are like a captain, right? All of you like a customer, right? The customer, or the one who on board. So now we are on the same boat. So to work together, to live together, this boat is going to depart the shore, this shore, to the other shore. So in between, while the boat sailing on the river, sailing on the sea, we should know what we should do and what we should not do, how to work together, how to cooperate. So this is very important. This is why, the reason why we organize orientation ceremony, so that to give the basic information, right? The basic information that new students should know. For example, the organizational culture of MCU, we should know, so that we can live in this university. And we should know also, we should also know the background of this university. And specifically, you should know the rules and regulations related to your program. Right. This is very important. This is the purpose of orientation ceremony. Let me tell you a little bit. About MCU, right? We can say that MCU or Mahachulalongkornrajavidyalaya University is one of the oldest universities in Thailand, more than 100 years. It was established by King Lama V in 1887. 1887. BA Buddhist era, 2430. 2430. Now, the present year, it is 135th anniversary. Right? We plan to celebrate the 135th year anniversary of MCU. Okay, soon. Okay, this university is established with intention, the king intention, right? The king intention to be a place where monks, novices, and ladies come to study the Tipitaka and higher education. The Tipitaka and higher education. So whether you study in what program or what curriculum, the basic knowledge that all students of MCU, whether BA program, MA program, and PhD program, all students should know the basic knowledge on Buddhism. Buddhist knowledge, right? So in your program, I think you know some subject related to Buddhism, even the meditation practice. This is the background of MCU we should know, and how to complete the master degree. How to complete the master degree. For example, let me tell you, you must pass on the subject in the program. You must pass on the subject in the program. Many subjects. And you must pass thesis proposal examination. This is very important. Thesis proposal examination, and you must pass thesis defense examination. You must publish research paper, the paper from your thesis, in a journal or in academics, or present in the academic seminar. And you must pass foreign language or qualification examination. Maybe a Thai language is your foreign language. If you are a student from abroad, you are a foreign student, you can select Thai language as your foreign language. But for Thai students, cannot. And you cannot select English because English is your medium, right? It's your medium. It's the medium of your program. So you should select a different language, maybe Thai language, other language, or Pali language, something like that. And you must pass the 40 days of meditation practice. It is for MA student, but for PhD student, 45 days, 30 days for MA program. This is the example of the qualification that you should you must complete so that you can finish the master degree program. Okay. Next, let me talk about the to study in MA program or graduate education. You should know the what we call educational system. As you know, the world education, right? The world education nowadays, even in Thailand, also in your country, we divide the level of education into three main levels. That is primary education, secondary education, and higher education. Right? Primary education is the first level. In Thailand, we take 6 years. Students take 6 years. You can take 6 years for primary education. And secondary education in Thailand, students take another 5 years. Total 12 years. Right? And for the higher education is your level. Higher education. We divide higher education into different levels. That is bachelor degree or BA, bachelor degree, or undergraduate education. Sometimes we call undergraduate education. And the education higher than bachelor degree. This is your degree. This is your level. Master degree. Sometimes we call graduate education. Cover doctoral degree and master degree. What are the different educational philosophy among primary education, secondary education, and higher education? How different? The idea of arranged education. How different between higher education and secondary and primary education? Let me tell you a little bit. In the BA level of bachelor degree, it's like a pagoda. Right? It's like a pagoda. The educational system from secondary school, primary school, secondary school, and higher secondary education and higher education. It's like a pagoda or jetiya. For the let me talk only the higher education. And when you study in BA program, you learn basic knowledges. Mostly the first 2 years. The first 2 years, you study the basic knowledge, cover 3 major disciplines. On science, right? On program on university allowed can be included into the 3 major disciplines. that is natural sciences, including mathematics. This subject really important. Natural science consisting of like physics, and like a physics, like biology, something like that, and also mathematics. I think you remember when you study in the MBA program, the first 2 years, you study the subject like an introduction to science, introduction to mathematics, introduction to economics, introduction to sociology, introduction to political science, introduction to psychology. All the subjects cover these 3 major subjects. What is the essence of natural science? We study natural science to know to get knowledge about nature. Nature allows us, for example, the world, the star, the world, the soil, the forest, the water, the sun, the solar system, something like that. This is the natural science. And the second major discipline, social sciences. So, what is the purpose? What is the main essence of social science? Social science aim to study about the human society. How people live together, how people live their lives, the science, the minor science under this discipline, like a political science, public administration, sociology, psychology, something like that. We study this side to know human society. And the last one, this is your subject. This is your program. Your program belongs to humanity. Humanity is the name of your faculty. The faculty of humanity, right? The faculty of humanity. What is the subject? What are the subjects under humanity? Like a linguistic, like a religion, like a philosophy. But in MCU, philosophy belong to faculty of Buddhism. But in general, in other university, international university, philosophy, religion, linguistic, and art belong to the faculty of humanity. So your major in English, your program, MA program in English, belong to the science, humanity. We study the basic knowledge, cover all major subjects in BA level, so that we have the wide basic knowledge that cover all subjects, all major subjects in the world. It is the nature of BA education. But the last 2 years, I think you remember, when you study in the last 2 years, you select the major subject. You select the major. You want to specialize in some area, in some area. For example, you like English, you select major subject in English. You want to be expert. You want to specialize in English. Or you may select psychology or other major subject. It is for the last 2 years of BA program, BA level. We narrow down to the subject we like, the subject we want to be expert or to be specialist, so that when we finish, we can work in that area. For example, English teacher, something like that. This is the nature of BA program. And it's like a pagoda, right? When we construct pagoda, the base of the pagoda or the foundation of pagoda must be bigger, wider than the top of the pagoda. It's narrowed down more and more. MA and PhD program is like the top of the pagoda. It's quite narrow than the BA, the base of the pagoda, the top of pagoda and the base of pagoda, different in terms of size. Why? It's like when you study MA and PhD program, you no need to study the basic knowledge concerning the 3 major disciplines: natural science, social science. No, the subject like introduction to that and this. No, the subject like this. We emphasize the subject of the major you select, all the subject in MA program and PhD program concerning your major subject. For example, you select MA program in English. So all the subject in this program related to English in different way. For example, writing, speaking, listening, and so on, and also linguistic. Why? Because it's like the top of the pagoda. It's narrowed down to what you want to know, what you want to specialize. It is the nature of MA and PhD program. It's like a tree. MA program is like one who know all of the tree in the forest, all kind of the tree in the forest. But MA and PhD program is like you should know only one branch of the tree. Expert, you know everything of one branch of the tree. This is what we call specialization. When you finish MA program in English, people hope that people think that you are expert or you specialize in English. You know very, very well and very deep in English. If there's any person want to know about English, they come to see you. To argue about English. Because people think that, people suppose that you are specialized and expert in English. It's like a pagoda, right? You know very well in your branch, only in your branch. The other branch, you may know a little bit, not expert. You know in general, but not expert. The other branches. But your branch, you should specialize. Know everything. Know everything about your branch. Okay, this is the idea of education. The difference between BA and MA and PhD program. So next, let me talk about Buddhist qualification of the wise or scholar according to Buddhism. Someone composed the Pali sentence. I don't know who. Maybe the ancient Thai scholar. Composed. He collect from the Tipitaka. And he composed the Pali sentence. Very important. So, Chi Pu Li Vi Ni Motto Kathang So Pandito Pave. In English, without listening, so listening, thinking, Chi, questioning, Pu, and writing. How can one be the wise or the scholar or pandita in Pali? So, according to this sentence, the qualification of the wise man is the Suchipuri. You must have the qualification of Su. Chi, Puli, listening, including reading. And we can say in the modern language, curiosity. Curiosity. ในภาษาไทยความใฝ่รู้ curiosity. So come from Pali Sutta, mean listening and reading. Not only listening, but also reading and seek for knowledge. Like that. Chi come from Cinta in Pali, mean thinking and critical thinking, analytical thinking, something like that. This is the qualification of MA student. You should have critical thinking, right? So that we can do, so that you can do the thesis, right? Po come from Pucha. Pucha mean questioning or asking and wondering. You wonder in everything. Surrounded you. The wonder, like the qualification of scientists. We say scientific mind. Scientific mind is questioning everything. Why? And wondering. And the last one, li come from likhita, mean writing. No talking. See, take a look. No talking. Not the qualification of talking. Talking too much. No. The good qualification of MA student. Writing really important. When you are a lecturer, you are a teacher, give you assignment. you should have writing skill, right? Writing skill, academic writing. You should learn how to write academic work, how to do academic work. So writing very important, especially in doing thesis, in conducting thesis, very important. So thinking, listening, thinking, reading, questioning, wondering, and writing. These are the qualification of the wise or scholar according to Buddhism. You should have. You should develop yourself to be what we call bookworm, right? Bookworm, reading more and more, especially academic work. And another one, this is the way I try to tell you, to present you the way of success in learning a master degree, right? One more very important is desire for achievement. Desire for achievement. In Thai, แรงจูงใจใฝ่สำเร็จ In Thai, แรงจูงใจใฝ่สำเร็จ Desire for achievement very important. According to Buddhism, there are two kinds of desire. You can say motivation in Buddhism. Number one, the bad desire, the low desire. Tanha, shanta, desire for sensual happiness. What is sensual happiness? Kama sukha in Pali. Sensual happiness, kama sukha. The happiness from seeing, from hearing, from gratifying or consuming. Happiness from material consumption. You feel happy when you eat, when you have something, when you have brand name, right? Brand name stuff. This kind of desire is maybe useful in some situation, but not safety, not safe. We cannot use this kind of motivation or desire all time, but sometimes it's maybe useful sometimes, but not good, not the good way, the good choice. And the Buddha placed the second one, Dhammachanta, desire for truth, for reality, for knowledge. When you study your program, in this program, master degree in English, if you study just with motivation of desire for certificate, right? For grade A, B, C, D, right? I want grade A, B plus, A plus, no A plus. I want good grade. My purpose of learning, is to get the good grade. That is what we call tanha shanta. Tanha shanta. I want tanha shanta is the desire for something like award, material thing. But if you study this program with Dhammachanta, you want knowledge. When you get knowledge, you are happy. Oh, I know English. I know the English grammar. I can read. I am happy when I can understand English. I expert in English. I specialize in English. This is what we call knowledge. You want knowledge. You love knowledge. Knowledge is your purpose, not certificate. The certificate is just byproduct. ผลพลอยได้ byproduct certificate or transcript good grade. But what very important is knowledge about English. This is what we call Dhammachanta in Buddhism. Okay, let me show you what said by one man, Henry Murray. Henry, maybe he is a psychologist. He talked about the desire, the characteristic of desire for achievement. I think very important. He said, intense, prolonged, and repeated effort to accomplish something difficult, intense ในภาษาไทยเข้มข้น prolong long time repeated again and again and again effort or energy to accomplish something difficult, to work with singleness of purpose toward a high and distant goal. The singleness of purpose. Why singleness? If you have only single purpose, your effort will be powerful. It's like a stream, water stream. If you can control the stream of the river, the stream of the river, right, into the only one direction, flowing into only one direction. You control the water to flow in the single direction. It's very powerful. So to work with singleness of purpose toward a high and distant goal, very important. To have the determination to win. What is determination? Determination in Pali, Atithana, or Panithana in Sanskrit. To have this determination, you have decisive will, decisive intention to win something like education, MA education. In Pali, the Buddha said in Pali, Pahitatta come from Pahita plus atta. Atta means self, oneself. Mean Pahitatta, resolute will, or dedicating, sacrifice yourself to do something. Sacrificing yourself to do something. The one who sacrifice, the one who dedicate oneself, the one who sacrifice oneself to do something. This is the meaning of Pahitatta in Pali. Okay. Next one. Let me talk about this what we call strategic planning. Strategic planning. You should have strategic planning in your mind. And you should have three main questions. The question number one, where are you now? Question about now. What is the question about where are you now? No, not now. I am at MCU. I am at the no. I am at my home, my university. No. Here the question, this question wants you to investigate, to review yourself. What is your strong point? What is your weak point? What you love, what you like, what subject you love, what subject you like. What is a strong point? For example, your knowledge, your background. For example, you have background in BA program, you finish Bali language, something like that. You finish Thai language, you finish French, you finish German, you finish English and other language. Is it maybe your strong point? Evaluate yourself. Where are you now? Evaluate yourself. Where are you now? And then when you know yourself very well, what is your weakness? What is your strength? And then next question is, where will you want to go in the future? Where you want to go? Is it the question about your vision, your goal in the future? Right, your goal in the future. Where you want to go? Where you want to go? In this case, the question about where is what you want to be, what you want to specialize or expert, what you want to know. If you want to be expert in English or in linguistics, what is the you should narrow down to the specific topic. Narrow down. You want to know, you want to be expert in English literature, something like English literature, expert in English grammar, expert in English linguistics, something like that. So you should determine yourself from now. And your future should be related to your background or your past. That is the question about now. Now is about your background. Future is your what you want to be in the future. And even though your thesis topic, what is your topic in the future that you want to do? You should evaluate yourself now. Where are you now? Okay. The last one, how? The question, how? How do we get there? How can you get there? How can you go there? How can you go there? This is what we call strategic planning. You should plan. You should plan what to do. what to do so that you can go there, so that you can attain the goal that you want to go. Okay, this is the question about how. It's like when you're doing thesis, the question about now is like you do literature review. Question about now. Literature review. Question about where is like academic gap that you want to do your thesis. You want to create your knowledge in the future. Question about how is like your plan to do your thesis, or research design, or research methodology. Question about how. Okay. Where are we now? ตอนนี้เราอยู่ที่ไหน Where do we want to be? เราจะไปที่ไหน เราต้องการจะไปที่ไหน How will we get there? แล้วเราจะไปถึงตรงนั้นได้อย่างไร เราจะไปถึงตรงนั้นได้อย่างไร Okay. Okay, let me talk about how learning with our topic, way of success in learning master degree in English. You should know the activity that you must to do in your program. You have maybe 3 semesters for studying, for learning the subject, different subject. And each subject, your lecturer or your professor may give you some assignment. For example, writing academic paper or writing report. And very important, you must do, when you learn the different subject. Why we learn different subject? We learn so that we can find out the issue you interested, the interesting issue that you want to do the thesis, and then do thesis. So in my suggestion, when you study the different subject, and when you do assignment according to each subject, related to each subject, or academic paper or report, you should plan on assignment, on the academic paper, and all report that your professor or your lecturer assign you or give you to be related, right? To be related, to go in the same way, but not same content, not same topic, to be in the same direction, to go in the same direction, to go in the same way. What is the same way? The same way as your thesis topic, or same way the issue that you plan to do the thesis. For example, you want to do the thesis related to Buddhist text, Tipitaka. You want to study English translation, for example, English Tipitaka, Pali Tipitaka, in English translation. You want to study or analyze the English translation of Pali Tipitaka or Pali text. So on your assignment, when you study different subject, on your assignment should be related to the English translation of the Tipitaka, on your academic paper should be related to the Pali English translation of the Pali text. So, and then if you do like this, you will have a lot of basic knowledge, a lot of information about the issue or the topic that you want to do the thesis. Right. So when you make decision to do the thesis related to the English translation of the Pali text, you have many information, a lot of information that related to your topic. It's very easy. It's very easy to you. At least you know already the information, like the book about this, the paper about this, and the other document about your topic. So this is what I call a strategic learning. Strategic learning. You should do everything. You should do all activity to respond your thesis topic, to relate it to your thesis topic. Is it I think, is it the secret of the way of success in learning master degree program in English? So when you do all activity, whether subject learning, whether doing assignment, academic paper, or report related to the different subject, it's like you connect, jigsaw. The jigsaw. One piece, each piece of the jigsaw, you connect each jigsaw one by one. You put each jigsaw, each piece of jigsaw where it should be put. It's like you construct, you build the bridge to the island of success. The island of success, right? So each piece of jigsaw is like each activity you do in your program, like learning the subject, doing assignment, doing academic paper, and doing report, doing thesis. These are all activities. It's like you combine, you connect, you join the each piece of the jigsaw to be a bridge crossing the river to the island of success. This is my suggestion, my idea about the way of success in learning master degree program. So I think the time is running out now. Now 3 p.m. So I think it's the time. Is it a good time to end my speech or my lecture? So thank you so much for Faculty of Humanity.
Recording stopped.
Venerable Persistent Moni, Dean of Faculty of Humanity, Ajahn Veerakarn, Kanokkamalade, assistant professor, and on faculty member of Faculty of Humanity. And congratulations again all new students to the umbrella of MCU. And very, very welcome to MCU. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Venerable Sir. So on behalf of the Dean of Faculty of Humanities, faculty members, staff, and students, I would like to say thank you very much to the most venerable Associate Professor Dr. Phra the Dean of Graduate School, for your variable, insightful, and fantastic speech for our student today. As he has already mentioned that we are in the same boat, right? So sharing to the same goal. So usually if you set your goal and you say you recheck yourself again and again, you can see that we have a very crucial
Recording in progress.
that you can use in your way to get the goal. Usually our most venerable have already mentioned so many ways of success in learning master degree. Okay. And I also would like to conclude that where there is a will, there is a way. Everyone, you please proceed your way. And the crucial part, the most venerable also tell us about how can we complete a master degree. For example, pass all the subject in the program, right? Pass thesis proposal examination, pass thesis defense examination, and public research paper in a journal, and also pass the foreign language qualification examination, and also last one, pass the 30 days of meditation practice. So all these are very important. Apart from that, he also told us about the successful, right, qualification of the wise scholar, like you have already heard the Sutipuri, Vinimutto, Katham, so Bandito Pave. So this is also very important. Thank you very much, Venerable Sir, for your precious time. Okay, so right now I would like to run on to the next activity and pass on this time to welcome Assistant Professor Dr. Veerakarn Kanokkamalade, right, Director of the Master of Arts in English International Program, to introduce the orientation activity and render a warm welcome to new students, and also to introduce the curriculum lecturers of Master of Art in English International Program. Please.
Dean of Graduate School, Associate Professor Dr. Phra Dhamvajrabundit,